Oh, so you finally dumped those old gen hormone disrupting sunscreens? Great. But what about that SPF lip balm you're literally eating every day? Have you ever checked the ingredient list of those holy grail lip balms the paid influencers market? Look, they're just doing their job. But let me make one thing very clear. Thankfully, I haven't had the need for paid promotions till now. And I hope I never have to cook up a verdict that doesn't align with the science. Even if you come across any paid collabs in the future, my message stays the same. Check the ingredients before you buy because you matter and your health matters more than any marketing. For months, I was on an absolute hunt for the perfect new gen face sunscreen. I was obsessed with finding those elite new gen UV filters that wouldn't irritate my skin or disrupt my hormones. I felt so proud of my routine. But then, one morning, while I was finishing my daily skincare, I stopped mid swipe. I was staring at my Holy Grail SPF lip balm and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I had spent all this money and effort ensuring the skin on my cheeks was safe, yet I was completely silent about what I was applying on my lips. Hey guys, Varsha here. If you're interested in deep dives that actually look at the chemistry, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to begin the video with some basics, but if you want to skip to any specific portion, you will find the timestamps that will take you right to the portion that you want. I'm also attaching the product links in the description box. Please do check them out. Here's the cold hard truth that might surprise you. Most people apply lip balm 2 to 5 times a day. If you're finishing 2 tubes a month, you're likely applying it 5 to 8 times a day, which amounts to 60 to 100 grams per year. So, the average person ingests a whopping 3 kilograms of lip balm in their entire lifetime. I know. Some of you may think it's less, but add to it lipstick and other chemicals from various other products that you're using. Now, did the math hit right? While I was busy making sure my face sunscreen was clean and scientific, I was ignoring the one product I actually swallow with my tea and eat with every meal. If I wouldn't dream of swallowing a spoonful of my face sunscreen, why am I wearing those same old gen ickies on the part of my face that leads straight to my stomach? When it's winter, everyone's talking about peptides. But in summer, SPF is non negotiable. But here's the catch. We know that old gen filters like avobenzone, oxybenzone, octinoxate, and octocrylene are endocrine disruptors. We spent weeks checking our facial and body sunscreens, yet we are silent about the lip balm we lick, swallow, and eat with every meal. If a brand is lazy enough to use those outdated filters in a sunscreen for your face, why are we trusting them in a product that goes straight into our digestive system? Good question, right? So today we are going to hunt for the safe SPF lip balms in the Indian market. Let's get into the science of why your lips are a biological anomaly first. While your facial skin has 15 to 16 cell layers, your lips have only 3 to 5. They lack a full stratum corneum, have no oil glands, and possess fewer melanocytes, leaving them with zero natural defense against UV. Because they are so thin, they are a direct gateway to your bloodstream and also into your stomach. New-gen filters like Tinosorb and Uvinul are safer compared to old-gen ones because their large molecular size prevents them from entering your bloodstream. Studies till now say they stay on the surface or pass through the gut unabsorbed. Unlike old-gen chemicals, they aren't hormone disruptors, keeping your yearly lip balm intake well below the safety thresholds. Also, they don't have the bleaching effect on sea corals unlike the old-gen filters. Same is the case with zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, as they too pass through the digestive tract largely unabsorbed with negligible systemic side effects for some people. Old generation chemical filters like oxybenzone persist in some lip balms and sunscreens mainly due to their low cost, easy solubility for elegant textures without white cast, and also the long standing regulatory approvals worldwide, despite newer options like Tinosorb and also the old options like the zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, offering better safety and stability. Formulators prioritize affordability and efficiency for mass market products, though some premium lines increasingly are shifting towards the safer alternatives amid consumer demand for clean formulas. Now, let's look at some safe SPF lip balms. A warning though, you may come across some not so famous options. Do check them out. I will attach their links in the description box below. We will be rating the lip balms based on the following criteria: aesthetics, filters and actives, certification, and efficacy. Let's begin. Since this is our first review, let's start with the one that's been taking over my feed, the 52 Sundaze SPF 30 Berry Butter Lip Balm. I picked up the tinted berry butter version via a pre-booking, and honestly, the experience starts before you even apply it. We have to talk about this pink magnetic tube. It has that heavy, high-end luxury feel that's rare for a homegrown brand. It retails at rupees 449 and it smells exactly like the Poppins purple candy. That sweet, nostalgic grape berry scent. The blendability is great at normal temperatures, but because it's so rich in natural butters, I suspect it might get a little bit stiff or balmy in the peak of winters. This claims to be an SPF 30 lip balm and uses pure mineral shield. Also, the ingredient list is impressively clean. It uses zinc oxide and titanium dioxide for UV protection. These are physical blockers that act like a mirror to reflect the UV. Because they don't absorb into your skin, they are ingestion safe at lower quantities. Now, talking about the ingredients, instead of just wax, you're getting a superfood blend. Goji seed butter, acai berry butter, and strawberry seed oil are packed with antioxidants. This is combined with jojoba, olive oil, and beeswax. It actually rejuvenates the flaky lips rather than just coating them. Now, talking about the certification and efficacy, it claims a PA 3 plus, which is a solid for preventing lip darkening. The biggest win that I felt here is there are no ickies. Okay, when you look at the label, you can't find any petroleum or BHT and no synthetic dyes. And so no lazy chemical filters too. The only catch is we are trusting the lab math. If they provide an in vivo test report to back the SPF claim, this would be a perfect 10. My final score would be an 8.5 out of 10. And the Skinlock Holmes verdict is this is the one you want to buy if you are going for safety and style. It's essentially edible protection in a gorgeous pink tube. Next up is the Kitcoz Lip Treatment SPF 50. If you're struggling with stubborn lip darkening, this one is a serious contender. This has a tinted, slightly balmy formula that smells exactly like the Jolly Rancher watermelon lollipop. It retails at rupees 239, making it one of the most affordable treatment balms out there. The tint is subtle and the texture is rich without being overly heavy. This one is bold. It claims a massive SPF 50 and PA 4 plus, which is rare for a treatment balm. On paper, this is a powerhouse. It uses micronized zinc oxide for physical protection. While it claims a massive SPF 50, it relies almost entirely on zinc, which is safe and ingestion friendly. Now, talking about the healers, this is where it wins. It's loaded with a 5-ceramide complex EOP, NG, NP, AS, and AP for deep repair of the barrier. Plus, it has a brightening dream team of the kojic acid, dipalmitate, arbutin, and licorice extract to target the hyperpigmentation. Now, talking about the ickies, it's a bit paraffin heavy and it contains synthetic flavors and also isopropyl myristate. But the real deal breaker, like many pharmacy style brands, it lacks that in vivo human test report. Hence, we can't verify the SPF 50 claim. My final score would be an 7.5 out of 10. And now the Skinlock Holmes verdict would be as a treatment for dark lips, this is a 10 on 10. But for sun protection, we are still waiting on the human data. If they add that report, it becomes an instant holy grail. Next is a brand I've been meaning to try, Bake. The Bake 2.5% kojic acid and mulberry lip balm makes a massive claim of SPF 55 PA4+. That's a huge number for a lip product. It comes in a tube packaging and retails at rupees 299. Now comes a warning. This one melts really fast. My courier guy left it in the sun-baked milk box and it was a puddle. It has a nice tint and a cherry beetrootish smell. Because of the high butter content, the texture is ultra rich and smooth. Talking about the filters and actives, this is where I felt Bake isn't lazy. They've used Tinosorb M, a high performance hybrid filter that's both photo stable and safe. They've paired it along with titanium dioxide and zinc oxide for a robust broad spectrum shield. It also packs 2.5% kojic acid, alpha arbutin, and glycolic acid. That's a Skinlock dream team for exfoliating and lightening dark pigmented lips. Now they've also tossed in niacinamide and mulberry. You've got a serious brightening formula. The ickies are minimal here. I didn't come across much. I love that they've used beetroot powder for a natural tint instead of synthetic dyes. However, the catch remains the same as the previous one. A claim as high as SPF 55 absolutely requires in vivo evidence. Without a human trial report, we are just taking the lab mat at face value. The final score would be an 8.5 out of 10. Now, a Skinlock verdict is on paper, this is an elite treatment balm. The inclusion of Tinosorb M is a huge win. If they release a human trial report, this is a 10 on 10 for anyone dealing with lip pigmentation. Another blooming brand I've been watching is Vilvah. The Vilvah SPF 30 Milk Balm is a hit for all the natural crowd, retailing at rupees 350. Sadly, this one has no tinted version. I would request Vilvah to release a tinted version. It has a lovely, calming vanilla smell. It's ultra creamy, but a fair warning because it's so rich in natural butters, it melts fast in the heat. It's untinted, blends easily, and doesn't leave an annoying, chalky mineral feel. This has a 100% mineral shield, making it a top pick for anyone avoiding chemical filters. It uses zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. These are actually physical blockers, as I told earlier, that act like a mirror. Since they do not absorb into your skin, they are completely safe. So the no icky chemicals entering your system are only zinc and titanium dioxide. Instead of synthetic fillers, you get soy milk, moringa, and shea butter. This combo is rich in fatty acids that deeply nourish and fix dry, peeling lips. Avocado and castor oil provide that smooth, natural glide. Now, talking about the certification and efficacy, here is why Vilvah wins. They've provided an in vitro testing data. Most natural brands ask you to just trust them. But Vilvah proves their SPF 30 and PA 3 plus claims with an actual lab report. For the ickies, there are almost none. It's a clean label, no petroleum, no BHT, and no synthetic dyes. The final score would be a 9 on 10. The Skinlock Holmes verdict would be this is a champion for the clean beauty crowd. By backing their 100% mineral formula with testing, Vilvah proves you don't need lazy chemical filters for that real protection. Next is a heavy hitter from a brand I'm already loving for their body products, Innovist. Whether you know them by the name Chemist at Play, Bare Anatomy, or Sunscreen, the tech inside is what counts. The Chemist at Play Cherry Lip Balm claims an SPF of 50 PA4 plus and retails at rupees 299. I tried the tinted version and the texture is beautiful. It is slightly balmy and feels like a very high-end lip balm. It smells exactly like the Jolly Rancher cherry version, giving it that nostalgic candy vibe. It's rich enough to stay put but doesn't feel sticky. Now, talking about the filters and actives, this is where the things get serious. This has a high-tech shield. They've combined the gold standard duo of Tinosorb M and Tinosorb S. These are modern photostable filters that don't degrade in the sun. They've backed them up with zinc oxide and titanium dioxide for a non-absorbent physical barrier. This is also a peptide powerhouse. It isn't just protection, it's anti-aging as well. It features a peptide complex of copper tripeptide 1, palmitol tripeptide 1, and p-peptide. This is used to support collagen. You also get a ceramide trio for moisture and a brightening trio for brightening like kojic acid, niacinamide, and licorice to fight hyperpigmentation. Now, talking about the certification and efficacy, here is why this is a Skinlock win. They have receipts. Innovist provided a report confirming an in vitro SPF of 55 3.2, if I'm not wrong, and PA4 plus. While it's in vitro rather than in vivo, having a verified report puts them miles ahead of brands just using the lab mat. For the ickies, it does use synthetic flavor. So I would score it finally a 9 on 10. The Skinlock verdict is this is a top contender because they actually provide testing data to verify those high claims. It moves into an elite category. It's high science protection that actually works. Next up is the one that seems to be everywhere and for good reason. This is the WishCare Tinted Lip Balm. It claims a high SPF of 50 PA3+, and retails at rupees 299. If you're a fan of sweet, fruity scents, this is a winner. It smells exactly like the Jolly Rancher strawberry lollipop. I don't know why I'm talking about lollipops today. It gives a gorgeous light pinkish red tint that looks incredibly natural on Indian skin tones. The texture is buttery and smooth, powered by a nourishing base of castor seed, shea, cocoa, and almond oil. Now, talking about the filters and actives, I felt this is where WishCare really levels up the game. They aren't just playing around, they've used an elite duo of Tinosorb M and Tinosorb S. These are top tier photostable filters that give broad spectrum protection without the ick of the old school chemicals. They've also added zinc oxide and titanium dioxide for that extra physical shield. Now, talking about the barrier builders in this formula, it's packed with triple ceramide complex of NP, AP, and EOP to deep repair chapped lips. To top it off, you get kojic acid and niacinamide to help brighten pigmentation while you wear it. Next up, talking about the certification and efficacy, the Kitcoz is this too uses a synthetic red dye, but the main skin law concern is even with those high-end filters, there is no in vivo or in vitro test report available to the public in their website. To truly verify an SPF 50 claim on human skin, we need those receipts. So my final score would be an 8.5 on 10. The Skinlock Holmes verdict would be this is a formula that is genuinely impressive. It uses some of the best filters available and has some serious repair ingredients. If WishCare released human trial data, this would easily be a 10 on 10. Last but definitely not the least, everyone's favorite. This one is almost out of stock everywhere for a reason. This retails at rupees 299 and claims of an SPF of 30. It comes in a small, cute tub with a thick, balmy consistency that won't melt into a puddle in your bag. It's fragrance-free and transparent, so no unnecessary fluff here. Now, talking about the filters and the actives, Minimalist actually walks the talk. They ditched the lazy filters for the gold standard trio of Tinosorb S, Uvinul A Plus, and Uvinul T150. Plus, it's loaded with ceramide NP, hyaluronic acid, and avocado butter to actually heal your lip barrier. Now, when you're talking about the certification and efficacy, they've got the receipts with In Vivo human testing proven with a solid SPF of 33.6. This gives them an edge. Now, talking about the Kitcoz, it does use petroleum, which is okay, adjustable. But the main icky here is BHT, though it's at the bottom of the list in a very low concentration. Honestly, they could have easily removed the BHT and also swapped the tub for a hygienic tube to make it more perfect. My final score would be a whopping 9.5 out of 10, and the Skinlock verdict is this gives us a massive step up from the lethargic brands. If you want real protection against lip tan without old gen hormone disrupting filters, this is it. So after hunting through the best the Indian market has to offer, here's the final leaderboard. The winner is the Minimalist SPF 30 Lip Balm with a whopping 9.5 out of 10. They are the only ones on the list who didn't just give us a lab claim, they provided the in vivo testing to prove it works on real skin. Transparency wins. The runners up are the Chemist at Play, 52 Sundaze, and Vilvah Lip Balm with a whopping score of 9 out of 10. These are all phenomenal formulas, whether you want the luxury feel of the 52 Sundaze, the high-tech peptides in the Innovist, or the clean mineral-only simplicity of Vilvah. These are solid bets for your daily protection. Next ranked are the treatment specialists of the Bake and WishCare with a score of 8.5 out of 10. If you're fighting lip darkening, the actives in these are top tier. Once they back those SPF claims with human trial receipts, they'll be really hard to beat. Finally, the pharmacy gem, Kitcoz Cherry Burst Lip Balm with a 7.5 out of 10, an incredible budget-friendly option for hyperpigmentation. I've linked the safe SPF options in the description box below. If this deep dive helped you see through the marketing fluff, hit the like button and share it with your friend, spouse, or relative who's still using an old gen filter lip balm. Do let me know if any more safe SPF lip balm options are out there. If I missed it. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep locking down on your skin health. Till then, take care. Bye bye.